You're listening to Weather with Enthusiasm. A very strong storm system. We have a blizzard warning, believe it or not, in effect for much of Nebraska, including parts of South Dakota. Unbelievable stuff. Yep, we have a crowd of weather enthusiasts. This is considered a strong storm system, but you cannot tell that by the barometric pressure, which is 29.6. This storm is actually going to be moving west. Amazing, and it's taking a further northwest track than what was originally expected, bringing down the snow totals by about 1 to 2 inches, says the National Weather Service. Nonetheless, snowfall accumulations of up to 21, possibly even 24 inches can be expected in that area, with wind gusts of 35 to 50 miles an hour. This is a powerful winter storm. Actually, for many of these cities, this is the first significant snowfall of the year. Totally amazing stuff. Yeah. Totally amazing stuff. And the first of the year is a blizzard warning. This is also a very unique system. You know, usually we have a system in this part of the country, in the Midwest, is a panhandle hook, something like that, which produces a solid 6 to 12 inches, maybe more when you have a 12 to 18 inch snowstorm. That could happen as well. We've seen some 18 to 24 inch snowstorms over the past couple of years here in the Midwest. Even in the West Rogers Park area in Chicago, we had some lake enhancement back in February 14, 2021, producing 18 inches. Here in Evanston, Illinois, also 18 inches, only 10.4 or 9.4 at O'Hare Airport, the official reporting station in Chicago, but that was still a very significant storm. We've been seeing those panhandle hooks occasionally do produce very significant storms like that with an Arctic high on the backside. This is not like that. This is not the typical storm. This is actually a cut-off flow. The low pressure system is separate from the jet stream, and therefore it's going to take forever to get out of here. But at the same time, it has an enormous amount of moisture with something called a trowel, which has even more moisture with heavy precipitation rates expected. The National Weather Service seems to have high confidence in this, despite the fact it is very unique. It is also a complex system with an ice storm taking place in between the blizzard and the rain in between that area. The heavy precipitation rates is going to help create the cold enough air to produce snowfall in this area. Nebraska, South Dakota, that area, even portions of southwest Minnesota could be seeing 1 to 3 inches of snow. Now, we head off to the eastern to southeast portions of the storm, and we have unseasonably warm air. This includes the Chicago area, with temperatures going well into the 50s. We even have the record warm for the low temperature of the day, I think that's how you say it, is threatened here. It's in jeopardy here in the Chicago area, also in Rockford, Illinois, these places as well. High dew point air is going to prevent those temperatures from dropping. You know, we have a cheer for the blizzard, but we also have lots of cheers for you have to enjoy warm weather this time of the year, but the blizzard, who could not enjoy a blizzard? But the general population, we understand that this is a dangerous system, actually. And the National Weather Service does ask that certain information be shared. They have on their website certain safety tips. One of them is do not stop suddenly, and at times you may need to pull over for frequent whiteout conditions is expected over there. The best thing to do is not to travel. National Weather Service also tells us that there could be some power outages due to ice buildup on trees. The snow-to-water ratio is expected to be 13 to 1 for much of the storm, 11 to 1 during the heaviest precipitation rates. And there still is uncertainty, despite the fact that the storm is just around the corner. Many locations may be seeing this blizzard warning go into effect tomorrow at noon, continues into Wednesday. Now, let's go on and discuss what's going to be happening after that. So we have colder air that moves into the region. There's even a chance there could be some lake effect snow showers here in the Chicago area. Yeah, that's beautiful. Here in the Chicago area, and we will be seeing some much colder air come in after that. So real winter could be coming in, and when you have real winter that comes in, you could get an active weather pattern which could produce snowfall. The National Weather Service says, and regarding the weather pattern for next week, it could go either way. It could be active, it might not be active. And if it's not active, then we have, it's very unfortunate. Now, here's the thing that's worth pointing out, very significant. Right now, this synoptic weather setup is similar, at least somewhat similar, regarding the unseasonable warmth here in the Midwest, similar to what happened December 25th, 2020. That year, this is unbelievable, the 4th of July, July 4th, 2021, in many locations was colder than December 25th. In Boston, it was just slightly warmer, the 4th of July. We went through all that, and you can find that episode way, way back. That's back the 4th of July, sometime in July in 2021. That's when that was made, a long time ago. But that's something very similar that's happening here with the unseasonably warm air. That year, 2021, January 2021, an El Nino weather pattern developed. It was, generally speaking, a La Nina year, but nonetheless, an El Nino weather pattern developed in the month of January, which is what we have this year. It's an El Nino year, but come February 14th, a monster, historic Arctic blast came down, covered all of Texas. A winter storm warning was in effect for every county in Texas, including Brownsville. This was right around February 14th. So, this is also when Chicago got their 18 inches right along the lake in West Rogers Park. Whether we're going to get that this year, of course, nobody knows. But long-term forecasters love to look at cycles. A lot of times they make these forecasts based on these cycles. What a real present we have going in for the St. Louis area as temperatures go into the mid-60s for tomorrow and today. Amazing stuff. I wish everyone a wonderful night, have a wonderful week, and stay safe. Enjoy the snow. You've been listening to Weather with Enthusiasm. This podcast can be found on almost every platform where podcasts are available. We have two things going on. We have evaporative cooling and we also have dynamic cooling, and the two are coming together to produce a major snowstorm in the deep south. The only time you could blame cold air on climate change is when it's a result of the stratosphere warming, which is what causes all the Arctic air to come down south. The way to get a 6-inch snowstorm here in the Midwest and in the Southern Plains has always been you need 3 ingredients. It's hard to believe the numbers that are being forecasted.
Several additional feet of snow is expected by Monday morning.
Yes!
Hey, we have a special guest on our show. What is your name?
Kitabis.
27.1 barometric pressure. Feet of snow are falling in Japan.
Oh my God.
That's a time of celebration.
Just Google Weather with Enthusiasm and they're all going to come up.